misses. He's 1 for 3.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for him that time.
Well, Coach, how about the Eric Spoelstra story? Started as a video coordinator with the Heat back in '95. You were an assistant in Miami back then.
Yeah, look, Brian, even then, Eric is one of the rare guys that all of us on the staff knew right from the beginning that he had all the makings of a great coach. Players trusted him and had confidence in his ability to help them.
From the video room to the Hall of Fame one day.
No question.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. So we'll see Giannis Antetokounmpo go to the line here. It goes on Nick Batum. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Outside Ingram. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Fox. Drives to the hoop. No good with a layup. To the paint. Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
The defense just can't let Siakam get inside positioning like this because he's looking to duck it home.
That'll count. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Denver Nuggets up by a healthy 8 points.
15.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Denver.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. And it's Capella with the jam.
Yeah, sometimes this seems too easy for Capella. The hoop was right there for him.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Here's Banchero. Denver getting their last shot to go. Banchero on the take.
He will muscle his way down the lane. Watch out when Banchero comes tumbling by.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Grant.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive too. And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Pass to Capella. Oh, stolen by Lillard. Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
This is intelligent basketball, forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Here's Smith. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And they seem to have found a nice groove here in the second period.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by the Heat. And following this one, they'll take on the Timberwolves in Minnesota. It'll be game 3 of 6 on their current trip. Back to Trent. Inside. Banchero. Banchero from close range.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
Buries it from 3.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Here's Smith. Here's Capella. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Here's Lillard. It's rebounded by Banchero. Oh, they get a hand on it. It was stolen by Lillard. To the inside. Antetokounmpo. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Down low. Here's Capella. Nifty move. And he lays it in. Capella's got 7 points.
And what do you know? Capella with the high percentage look. That's his motto.
And the basket by Antetokounmpo. And it just seems like shelf life for head coaches gets shorter and shorter. Stan, even winning coaches aren't safe.
Yeah, even the teams in the top 2 or 3 of their conference are sometimes opting to make a change. In that kind of environment, it's a challenge to coach with any real authority.
And the Heat with some changes. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
They set a pick. Pass to post. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his second personal.
Aaron Nesmith picks one up.
Second team foul.
Miami shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
For the Heat.
Well, Coach, the Heat have had some deep playoff runs recently, making the finals twice in 5 years.
Yeah, Brian, and what's really interesting is that they've only been higher than a 5 seed once in that span. They just hit a different gear in the playoffs.
Heat trail by 6. Here's Fox. Oh, Fox! No stopping him!
Beautiful move there from Fox. His speed and handles are a lethal combination.
Antetokounmpo is doubled. It's stolen by Fox. And he lays it in on the break. Now just a 2-point Nugget lead.
Well, his percentage keeps going up. He's adapted to what the defense is showing him.
Nicholas Batum.
And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Now here's Fox. He's got 10. Pass to Hunter. DiVincenzo on the wing. To the middle. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. To the paint. Siakam, that's good. Siakam's got 13 now.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Fox hits it right through the contact.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Antetokounmpo, that's good.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Here's Post. Give him 8 points now. That's tipped. Out of bounds, it'll be Nuggets ball. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Antetokounmpo outside. There's Nesmith with the 3. The rebound by Post. Heat trail by 6.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Here's Fox on the take. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Denver. He had the ball handlers off balance all quarter and came up with a bunch of steals. Back after this. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Now a timeout called by Denver. Timeout called, the Nuggets. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
Now a timeout called by Denver. Denver leading by 6. Outside Nesmith. Back to Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Puts up a 3. Lillard! What'd you expect?
A genuine sniper from downtown. Lillard's confidence is what makes him so dangerous.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. Fox with the ball. Picked up by Nesmith. Fox gets it to go inside.
Yeah, Fox is going off. I mean, he's gotten the ball on offense, and he's been relentless.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And Post gets it to go. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. That'll conclude their longest homestand of the season, 5 games. Now here's Lillard. 6 points for him. That one goes. Count it.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
Fox driving hard. And then Carroll gets it to go.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Lillard outside. And stolen by Banchero. And here comes the break. Banchero getting busy on the break.
Using his defense to generate his offense. Banchero being rewarded for hustling on defense. And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Now here's Siakam. He's got 13. Count that one.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Pass to Post. Fox right side. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
Now here's Siakam. 15 points in the game. Fox outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Hunter can't get it to go. The Nuggets lead by 6. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. To the inside. Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
Fox with the ball. He's picked up by Lillard. Back to Fox. Shot clock at 6. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Kicks it out to Siakam. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Denver?
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
Yeah, another thing, this offense came in aggressive, driving into the lane, forcing the defense to try to adjust. So far, the defense hasn't had enough of an answer.
Pass to post. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Fox. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Giannis puts his touch on every aspect of the game. Big reach on display that time.
Fox right side. Ooh, look at Fox using his speed.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a bounce.
There's a screen. Pass to post. Off target from outside.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Batum, right side. Smith outside. Here's Post. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Post has got 4 points in the quarter.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
Pass to Batum. Smith outside. Ooh, the dunk by Smith.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Denver. A tremendous offensive output. He's got 20.
56.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. The Nuggets want a timeout. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Denver's coach was going over with his team. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Smith, left side. Here's Post. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Denver in the lead. And stolen by Banchero. Pass to Smith. Here's Post. Back to Smith. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Antetokounmpo with it. Guarded by Smith. Now Siakam. Knocked away. Now Alvarado. 6 to shoot. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. The Nuggets need to get one up. A deep three. And it's Miami with a rebound.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The Nuggets want a timeout. And the Heat unveiling the statue of Dwayne Wade, Stan, the face of the franchise forever.
Yeah, Brian, you think of what he meant to this organization, propelling it to its very first championship and then attracting other stars to Miami. He is truly the foundation.
Miami making a switch here.
What's up?
That one drops. He ties it up. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. To take the lead. And Fox with the lay-in. Fox has got 20 points.
A 6'3" point guard, Fox has solid size at the one, and it really helps him out inside.
Antetokounmpo surveys. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. We'll stand in the highly competitive West. The Denver Nuggets continue to distinguish themselves.
Well, Brian, they are unquestionably a top team in their conference, and they're proof that smart front office decisions and patience really pays off in the long run.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. The kick to Hunter. There's the drive. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ingram. With some arc.
Yeah, well, Brandon Ingram has great length and can really affect shots.
And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, what I like is not only have they been forcing turnovers, they've been capitalizing on those opportunities.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Siakam the screen. And stolen by Banchero. Pass to Hunter. Here's Post. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
They'll need to make some major adjustments to compensate for him fouling out with the game on the line.
And your first NBA coaching job was with the Miami Heat, Stan. That was as an assistant back in the 90s, just a few years ago.
Yeah, just a few, Brian. And the Heat have changed a lot. The game has changed a lot over those years. Look, back then, the Heat were probably the most physical team in the NBA, and it was just knockdown, drag-out fights all the time.
How about Paolo Banchero, coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
5 to shoot. Back to Fox. Rejected by Siakam.
And the coaching staff, they love this. I mean, Siakam, he's engaged, aggressive, just getting after it on the defensive end. And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific mood right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Banchero. Outside Hunter. Back to Banchero. Count it, and the foul. Damian Lillard picks one up.
In the first half, they went inside a lot more. Since the break, though, they've extended this offense.
The free throw drops for Banchero.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
And here's Lillard. Let's watch Dame here. Count it.
After some misses in the first, he's making up for it now.
The Heat with the lead. Outside, DiVincenzo. There's the triple. Post shot, no good. And Denver has possession. Down low. And Siakam with the slam.
This is why this team turns to Siakam in big moments. They trust him to come through.
Pass to DiVincenzo.
2 minutes remaining.
1 minute 58 left to play in the fourth. Clock at 6. Here's post. Again, the Heat misses. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Lillard right side. Siakam the screen. Oh, and the jam by Lillard.
It's Dame time. Whenever this team needs a big shot, he knows how to get one.
Banchero outside. Back to DiVincenzo. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Pass to Adams. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Banchero. And so Trent will bring it up for the Miami Heat. It's a three-point game. Here's post. Money. Oh, an enormous three-pointer.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time clutch.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. So much on the line here.
And the crowd is locked in.
Pass to Trent. Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's post. And he buries it.
And they do have a foul to give if needed.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Lillard. Oh, off target. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that makes it a three-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a four-point ball game.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
For three, here's Lillard. So a close game sees Miami taking this one.